We are going to dive in and step through SQL. Hey, this is IC Trainings, and I'm your mentor, Qasim Nadeem. So let's jump into it. Exists predicate in Transact-SQL let you to check existence of records in a subquery. Another important concept called Common Table Expression, CTE, defines a temporary result set, which you can use in another select statement. Both of these concepts give you a convenient way to manage complicated queries. So let's start. Concept of exist in SQL Server. Exist actually helps us to create a query on the basis of some other query. For example, as we see in front of us, we have an example. Go and extract the account number from sales.customer table, and the reference means the alias is C. So if I need to use this sales customer anywhere in this expression again, I use, instead of the sales customer, I use C. So where exist, do this, but only do this when this exists. Wherever this exists, do this. In a where clause, this is possible. We write down some condition, some criteria, but from the same table, the table we are referencing, but with the help of the exist, we are referring to another table. We are saying go into the sales order header table and find out in that table, take this customer ID from this table. Although we are not showing the customer ID over here, but we are using the customer ID with the reference of this C, means in a sales customer table, go and find out customer ID wherever it matches in the order. This is possible that we have number of customers in our table, but every customer ordered and we completed his order, this is not compulsory. So we are assuming that this is kind of a table where we just put all the data, where we put all the customers customers orders which we have completed. So what we are saying is go and find out in this table wherever this match, customer ID from this table and the customer ID from a sales order header, and his order is online. If these two conditions matches, then show this record, called a CTE, Common Table Expression. Common Table Expression, this actually creates a temporary result set and execute. It creates some result, it returns some result. And by using those results, we run the next query. Again, listen, we write down some query and execute it. So we'll get a result set, we'll get some records, and by using those records, we execute another query. This is the CTE, the Common Table Expression concept. For example, here, we write down CTE with the keyword with sales CTE, means you read the data of these three fields. So these are the three references. We are creating a sales CTE where we have the person ID, the sales order ID, and the sales year. And from which expression we are reading, we are getting all this stuff, as this is the expression. We execute this expression and get this data as a result set. So we have these three things, and against wherever they are not null. So this piece of the code returns some result set. And over this result set, we execute this query, salesperson ID, and count the sales order ID as total sales and a sales year from this sales CTE. Now we are running an expression on the sales CTE, not on the sum table, because when we execute this, this returns a result set. We'll get a result set. And over this result set, we are running this query, this group by feature. So this is how it helps. So how we execute it, slightly very different. And this is one of the answer that in SQL Server, we have modular programming. So this is the one module we are going to execute. Let me first change the database. And now I'm just executing. This entire expression executes as one expression. They're not two different expressions. And this will be the result we'll get. But how we are getting this result? We'll execute this query. We'll get some result set. And by using that result set, we are executing this query. And this is the result we are getting. Why we use it? CTEs simplifies the complex expressions. Although, as we are doing over here, this is, we are feeling this is a bit complex, but actually when we have a complex expressions, we simplify by using this. And there are situations that in a direct way, this is not possible to get those results, which we are getting from the CTE. Here we can write down any complex expression, connecting two or more tables and applying some where clause, and whatever the result set we get, over that result set, we execute this query.